What's up, everybody?
Woo!
Give it up for Amanda.
Woo!
So she makes all this possible. The comedians get to just like roll out of fucking bed and like get up here and tell big jokes. But she like fucking does all the organization, packs the shit. Like she gets Teddy Grahams and juice boxes for us and shit. It's pretty awesome. And she also gave me comedy advice. She came up to me after one show and she said, "Jason, I've got a fever, and the only prescription is more dick jokes." So, with no further ado, whenever I was little, I heard my parents fucking in their bedroom. And I didn't know what sex was. And so the next day I asked my mom, "What were those sounds coming out of the bedroom?" And she said, "Oh, honey, we've got old pipes and just make noises." And I was like, "Mom, you mean to tell me that our old pipes were screaming, 'Fuck it,' like you own it?" I mean, I'm just a kid, but it sounds like we got some goddamn dirty ass pipes. We need to get a plumber. And I also remember the first time that I realized that my mom sucked dick, and it's because I saw her doing it. But it was my dad. It wasn't like a drifter in an alley or some weird shit like that. And my dad was doing what I would call the 80s dad blowjob pose, which is just like your arms behind your back laying on the bed. With a mustache, of course. It's like now we're like more attentive blowjob people. Like we participate in it. We'll stand up, And so I was at that age where I was basically repeating phrases that I'd heard adults say before. And so I was like, "Mom, you're going to ruin your dinner." Get that cock out of your mouth. I don't know why I knew the word cock, but didn't know what sex was. And my mom is here, actually.
Woo!
Raise your hand, Mom. I love you. There's the dick sucker.
Very good.
After the last time I told that joke, I thought about somebody's going to come up to my mom after the show and be like, "Oh, I heard you like to suck dick." I happen to have one of those. So today I heard a fact that women have two self-cleaning organs, and it's their mouth and their vagina. And men only have one, and it's their mouth. And I heard that fact, and then I just looked down in disgust and said, "You damn lazy, dirty dick. This is why we can't have nice pussy. Every time I whip you out, you got dirt on your face, fucking mustard on your shirt. Why the fuck are you wearing a shirt? You're a dick. You don't even have arms." He doesn't. So, it's a true statement. So the other day I was making sweet love to my wife. She was also here.
Little less
And I was
applause.
going, and I was
Cool.
trying to land that entry. So I'm just kind of bouncing around, and she's like, "Is my fly through? Okay." I was bouncing around, and she's like, "That's my thigh. Wrong hole. That's my stomach. You're facing the wrong way. Turn around." Which, from her perspective, has got to be the fucking funniest image ever, because I'm facing away from her. And with all the confidence in the world, I say, "Yeah, bullseye." Which, even if you're facing the right way and actually hitting it, no woman has ever responded favorably to you saying creepily, "Yeah, bullseye." From my personal experience. So women can be like super condescending about that shit though. My wife in particular. They'll be mean about it and they're like, "Wrong hole? You want me to draw you a fucking map?" And I'm like, "Yes, I gotta see this fucking map." And so I just happen to have some markers and some paper. And I want you to draw a legend with the scale, with the solid pink line for the pussy hole, dotted brown line for the asshole. And then after she does it, you can look at it and say, "Okay, let's consider this a dartboard. And the pussy hole is the bullseye. The asshole's still worth 25 points. Like, we're still competitive at this point. Like, we can be in the league, dartboard league. And I said that joke last time, and my wife had like the best after joke, and she said, "You can tell a man drew that map because he didn't include the clit." So I thought I would update the map for my wife. We got the solid pink line for the pussy hole, dotted brown line for the asshole, and then the clit. The clit. Everybody knows it's in the top right corner. I'm not as dumb as I look. Oh. What was the next one? Jesus. Oh, I find it funny that women can come. Am I out of time? It says 1 second. Oh, there we go. I'll make it quick. Just like a bedroom. I find it funny that women can come with their eyes closed because as a man, you gotta fucking see everything. Like, you don't even want anything in the way. Like, if your shirt falls down, you're like, "Oh, fucking hell no. Gotta fix it. Take her back to Pound Town, where she belongs." And then that's when I realized that's probably why they close their eyes to come. Who the fuck wants to see that while they're trying to have an orgasm? Because not only do you look weird and unattractive, but like when you're doing that, it like collapses your trachea. And you sound like a gremlin. So you're like, "You like that? Who's your Danny?" All right, thanks everybody. Have a good night.
Ooh, daddy. Keep it going for JGraves. Oh my Lord. And Jason, that really is your mom, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Yes.
my mom.
I am so glad that you came to the show. I mean, the